perfectionist.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Vic and today's video is about this Mercedes E55. But this isn't just any E55, this is my E55. And today we'll go around the car and show you some details in more depth, and I hope you enjoy the video. Any questions at all, post them below, and make sure you hit like and subscribe so you can see more great content like this. And I mean great because it will be great. Enjoy.
And this is my Mercedes E55, and yes, that was a little bit of a joke. And Daddy is going to tell you all about it now.
So guys, welcome back to my video, and we are with my E55 AMG, and I've had this car around 2 years now, so I thought I'd make a video on it and go through long-term ownership. I've timed that perfect, haven't I? Bing! So we'll let the bell stop. This car has done 106,000, 107,000 miles, I think it's 107, and I bought it at 99, so I've done about 8,000 miles on it. I've probably done about 3,000, I think Avril drove it for like 6 months every single day, so it is a great car. I'm so pleased with it. Every time I drive it, it's an event. It doesn't feel like a car that's 15 years old, and I would sort of buy it in a heartbeat again. I do think though, finding a car that's reliable, has been maintained properly is really important. I wouldn't buy a vehicle that sort of had poor service history and it's not being taken care of. It will become expensive and you will end up regretting it. So buy the best you can afford. They fetch from anywhere from 7,000 to around 18,000, depending if it's in a saloon or an estate. And the estate seems to demand more money, due to be more rare. And I don't know, I'm not overly keen on the estate shape. I do like them now, they've grown on me, but initially I thought they'd look like hearses. They're not a very good looking estate, and Mercedes estates, bar the old 124, for me aren't that good looking. Even like the new E63s, the saloon looks so much more aggressive, and it's like Mercedes designed the saloons to perfection and then the estates just a modified saloon. Whereas look at Audi or BMW, their estate cars look purposeful, they look like they were designed to be an estate. So for me, the saloon was the best shape for me, and I'm dead thrilled with this car. In 2 years, it's cost me, I'm trying to think, it's cost me a set of rear tyres, and it's due a service now, which I'll have done sometime in very near future. And yeah, it's been fine. It's cost me nothing. I'm trying to think, it's cost me one door handle. I think the door handle failed in the car, which I got from Mercedes for around £120. It came pre-painted. It's one screw. It's a straightforward, literally a 5-minute job to change one of the keyless go handles. So if you have keyless go in these, handles do go bad in them, but they're not massive money, and that's what's gone wrong with it, touch wood. That'll be it. So I'll turn the camera around and go through the car with you and see what you think. But yeah, I'm excited to show you this. Back in the early 2000s, Audi had the RSs, BMW had the M cars, Mercedes had the AMG. Unlike the other two models or the brands, Mercedes never had all the features to make the cars look like an AMG. For example, an Audi RS, I've had one of those, amazing cars. You'd always have wider arches. It would show it was an RS model. An M car looked like an M car. When AMG looks like your average mid-2000 taxi. The arches are completely standard. They are different materials, but they look standard. And if you didn't know any better, you'd think it was just a normal diesel almost. Even the brake calipers, where red's a big thing to have, or used to be, but anyway, the calipers were kept silver. Needs a bit of a clean, because we've done a few hundred miles now, but even the calipers were kept silver to make the car low-key. Walking around the back of the car, again, bar the badging, there's no giveaway, there's no slips, no top spoilers. If you were to debadge the vehicle, the only giveaway would be the 4 exhaust pipes. Hopefully the camera can do the car justice. It's in fantastic condition, especially for totally stock paint. It has a few stones on the bonnet, which you expect for a car of 100,000 miles, but nothing that takes away from the car's classic lines, which now I think has become a Mercedes staple. Before it was the old square headlights from the 80s Mercedes, now it's the round lights. This is the heart of the beast, 5.4 litre supercharged V8, engine code M113. Now these push out, on paper, 469 horsepower and 516 pounds-foot of torque. The power figure is always downplayed. It's well known for this. Most of these push out around 500 horsepower and the torque's probably about right. These things hit 60 in 4.2 seconds and 0 to 100 in about 9.9 seconds. So as you can imagine, in 2002 when there was a first launch, they were quite a capable vehicle, and over the course of nearly 18 years they've proven to be very reliable and almost bomb-proof. So touch wood, let's do many more miles to come.
That's not wood.
Huh?
I said that's not wood.
I haven't got any wood. touch aluminium and steel and plastic. I'll try to get some rolling shots so you can hear the V8 in full effect. You know, these were launched 18 years ago. So the first one was 2002, and at the time they were the world's fastest saloon car. So it's definitely an impressive vehicle. They're a massive sleeper. They've got no massive arches, quite low key. Mine has been de-chromed, so it looks looks more modern. I've taken all the chrome off it. We're going to do the badges and exhaust, but I'll forget that for now. The arches are pretty much the standard Mercedes arches. They don't run anything wider like an Audi RS would, where there's sort of more radial arches. It's a stock body on this car. It's a really clean Model 2. I looked at a few, and this is the best one I could find, which I'm really pleased with. It's proven to be reliable. I paid top money for this car. So I paid what I would say was quite the top end of the market value, but you know, it's proven itself in 2 years. It's not cost me anything. It's just been fuel and a couple, fuel and niggly bits, which all cars will face. But if I'd bought a cheap one, which I've seen a few, you'd have spent £2,000 doing servicing, maintenance, air struts and whatever that goes wrong with these, and you've been none the better off. So it does help buying a car that's been better maintained. So I would definitely recommend you pay a bit of a premium for a well-maintained car. It will pay itself off, dividends really. So onto the interior, driver's side, you have seat adjustability in every way you can imagine. It has 3 memory seat settings: headrest, backrest, base, electric heated folding mirrors. We have electric windows, safety features. Again, the quality is everything feels really nice. It's all nice clunky switchgear. That's your tailgate opener. It says auto tailgate opener. Harman Kardon audio, which does sound crazy good. It's got a subwoofer in the back as well. AMG kick seals. Compulsory Maguire's air freshener. Shout out to Maguire's boys. There's auto lights. So again, the spec of it is really good. It has all the spec a modern car has. Headlight washers, which I don't think I've ever pressed once, and a beautiful steering wheel. It's a nice place to be. Super comfortable. And very luxurious. AMG seats. Now these seats are heated and cooled, and they're massage seats too, so it has the pulse function, which is the dynamic seats basically. So what they do is, when you go around a corner really fast, it hugs you. It's a heated, cooled, massage and dynamic seats, and they work really well. I must say, so basically air bladders inflate and deflate and hold in place. Is it a gimmick? Yes. Does it work? It does actually. I wouldn't complain. I'm quite happy with that. For boot space, I've got a few bits in there with my tripod and then the camera bag, but you can get a few bodies in there. any of you boys that read my bad books, that's where you'll end up. Nah, I'm playing. In the rear, I mean, I've got a baby seat here at the moment. That's for Cara baby seat. So guys, E-Class interiors. These are well known to be really well built interiors. They're spacious, comfortable, and they have everything you need in the back of it. The leather's good quality, electric windows. It's got its own climate control in the rear as well, so your rear patches can have their own settings and comfort zones. This car has a really rare feature which not many of these cars have, which is electric rear heated seats. A little button here has to give you 3 modes of that as well, so you can have 1 to 3 on how warm you want to be in the rear. The headrests all fold down and even supports a rear blind as well. Could this be the most pointless feature in any car or the best feature? You can pop the blind up and have a bit of privacy. One last little feature is center armrest, which can be used as a third seat with a proper belt, or it has ample storage space and cup holders. As you can see, my son has paper swans and areas for your drinks and your pens, and I assume this will be a post-it. The interior's a lovely place to be, it really is. I'll have a little sit inside and go through with you. So you have your steering wheel. It has all the controls you can imagine. It has everything to control the clocks. So 2 different menus. It has your audio control, volume control. This plus because there's a button behind here that does the gears. And there's a minus on that side to go downshift. I don't really use those. But yeah, talking of buttons, it has these manual, I couldn't call them paddles, they are literally buttons. And they're a bit puny. You can put upgrade paddles and things on them, but I'm not that serious about this, too worried about that.
And it costs money.
That costs money, son.
Let me say it. That cost money, Shan.
Regarding the whole interior, good sized glove box with all the books and manuals and so forth. Fantastic. Everything feels good. Everything is good quality. Nothing feels cheap. Now these cars back in the 2000s were taxis in Germany, and you know they are fantastic pieces of kit. They're robust. Everything is of nice quality. Then it's sort of it's a sort of a soft dash. You know, everything is nice and soft. Everything nice material. Nothing is cheap. Everything feels nice. The wood's beautiful. I mean, the wood is sort of, you know, personal taste, but the quality is fantastic. I mean, the ruffled leather on the door cards, very mid 2000s. You know, very mid 2000s. Now the whole interior, the best part of the interior is
the cup holder.
The cup holder. Now Mercedes will not put cup holders anywhere else. You think it's going to be a cup holder, but it's not. It's a key coin tray. I mean, who carries coins? I suppose in mid 2000s you would do. There's no cup holders anywhere. There's so much room for a cup holder, or few. They could have put them anywhere, but they put the cup holder in the center console. And it's not like any cup holder. An engineer has spent a lot of time on this, and I'm going to show you why. Let me set the camera in the right place. So what you do is, in fact, I'll let Vaughan do it. So
what you do is you just push this in, push this button, bada bing, bada boom. So if you're driving
on the autobahn and 200 miles an hour, you press that and your drink is nice and safe. And as you see, Vaughan is a perfect example of driving at high speeds. So this is the best part of the interior. No, I'm only kidding. Now the best part of the interior for me, there's 2 best parts actually, and that makes this car an event to drive at every opportunity. One is where this car starts. Now not all E55s have keyless entry, which is simply keep a key in your pocket and the car unlocks as you go near it. So simply depress the pedal, thumb on the gear knob and push in. Let's do like a rolling launch. The power is crazy, you know that. No matter how you do it, it always feels impressive and throws you back. So the big question is, I've owned this car for nearly 2 years, would I buy it again? And thinking about it, without a doubt, it's a car I've loved to own, and I think I'll keep for the long term as well. Every time this car is driven or I get a chance to go out in the car, whether it's for a spirited drive or just to, you know, run a few errands, it feels like an event. From starting the car from the gear knob to having nearly 500 horsepower under your foot at all times, it is an event. It's the excitement. You know, you don't feel like you're in a boring car. It's hard for me to put into context or for me to describe the power of this car. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and you know, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think to the video. This is my first proper car review, and it's only going to improve. So if there are things you'd like to see or certain shots you'd like to sort of me to take again in future, let me know. I will do some more videos on this car again. I'd like to do one on the interior alone because there's so many features on the interior, which if I put into one video it'd be 10 minutes long by itself. Hope you enjoy seeing how this vehicle evolves, and again, all the running costs, the maintenance I put into the car. I'll keep an update on this for you guys to enjoy. So smash that like, hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.